Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where I'm not entirely certain what I'm doing, but I do know that I have this hatch in front of me, and I want to see what's on the other side. So that's what I'm starting with tonight, and then I'll figure out more as I go along, I guess. At least that's the idea. So here we are in-game, exactly where I left off last time, which is gazing upon this hatch that I convinced this man to not set me on fire so that I could go through. So, let's go see what's up. Zentarum basement? Oh, what kind of black market is this? I'd rather it was an actual black market.
How much further can I go?
I don't know that I really want to be involved with the Zentarum. Alright, well, there's food here, so I will send it back to camp. Empty, empty. Empty. Let's see. Oh, booze. I like it.
Anything of use?
Okay, what do we got here? Okay, that's just leading to where all my quests are, which is above ground. But you know, free food is free food, right? Ooh, melons. There is a lot of food here, and it does not appear to be poisoned. Okay. Onward and downward. More food. Always a good thing to send to camp. Oh, even more booze. We are gonna have a fun time next time we long rest. Which may well be soon, because spell slots are getting a little thin on the ground in this group. Salami, spicy sausage, dried pork sausage? Sure. Empty. Empty. Empty.
Just another crate.
Oh, okay. Empty. Not taking the whole keg. Not interested, apparently. Cauldron. No? Okay. Wheelbarrow. Wooden barrels. Empty, empty. Sausage. Back to camp with that. Folding screen that I doubt I need to move. That guy was talking like there were people down here. Or at the very least, smuggled goods. So far, while it's being nice to find, it's just been food. Nothing but food. This place has already been ransacked. Why is he guarding an already ransacked place? Empty, empty, empty. 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 Why? Jeez. A cucumber and some garlic. That's part way to something delicious. Empty. Empty.
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me.
He sounds like he's a bit suspicious of this. To infiltrate the cult, we must be discreet. The tadpole can help us with that. Whatever's at the heart of this cult, we'll have to find it by any means possible. I don't like it. The whole thing feels like a trap. Well, it's definitely the first one or the second one. The question is which one? Well, is Asterion more of an any means possible, or is he a use the tadpole? Let me think. Was he for or against the demon? I think he was against the demon. Let's go with the second one. Asterion, he strikes me as an any means necessary type.
And while we're at it, we can see how many more of these little worms we can harvest. Now, was there anything else?
Well, he didn't get mad, so I will go along with that. I don't need you to stay at the camp. It's fine. I didn't actually want to talk to you. It's just you happened to move in front of the vase that I wanted to check, which is empty. Also empty. I see a door, though, also empty. Well, that's some rotten food. More sausage, yes. Sausage and booze. We are gonna have a good time at camp. Potato and a carrot. Empty. 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 And torch. That folding screen. And a locked wardrobe.
Look at that.
A wardrobe that isn't a wardrobe. Hidden stairs. Hey! So we can come back here whenever we want? Yes, we can. I don't know how useful that's gonna be, but it's nice to have in case it is. Y'all don't mind if I loot your stuff, do you? No? Okay, good. Ooh, more sausage. I will take that. Okay. They seem to have quite the setup down here. As the main question is
That's
why.
fair enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean.
Relax your guard at the door, let me in. Stealth, slip back into the shadows. Intimidation, stand down, I go where I please. Persuasion, I don't want trouble, I just want to trade. Detect thoughts to read her mind. Use bard deception, I have a network of dangerous contacts who know I'm here. Kill me, they come for you. That one is definitely the wrong answer. That is not the one that I am working with. I think persuasion is going to be the best plan. I just want to trade. If you'll give me a moment to flip back to my camp, I'll have lots and lots of trade goods. So many that I can't even carry them all. I just want to trade. Hey, Shadowheart. Give me that guidance. Yeah. Alright, here goes. Oh yeah, we're good. We are spectacular. We're barding it up in here. She's so persuaded she doesn't even know what she thinks.
Trade with what? Your life was ours the moment you walked in here, but maybe I'll let you buy it back. I have a job needs doing. We've disarmed the traps. Come down.
Asterion got inspired by that? Alright. Alright, I'll work with it. Okay, so they want... I can't help but notice that there's a trail of oil all the way through their camp. I'm guessing that the way to get there is to go through the gate, which hopefully is unlocked. Yeah.
There's nothing.
Don't like that. Let's just have a quick save here in case we all get blown up. Yeah, getting blown up was a distinct possibility. Hey,
Well,
you.
hello.
Hi. I've got a job for you. Why are we... Okay, you know what? I'm just not gonna think about it too hard. Oh, well done. Also, we will note for the record, she lied to us. That was definitely not a disarmed trap.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Why are y'all jumping around?
Step carefully. There's a trap.
So disarmed. So very disarmed. Come on, you can do it. Yes.
Let's get going.
let's just take care of that. Yeah. In case we come down here at a time when we are not welcome.
What's that smell?
That might be worth a look.
And lever? Oh, I'm very curious. I'm very curious.
I was told there'd be battles, not this hide and seek stuff.
Zentarum note. The explosives are more volatile than a dragonborn's belch, and they cost more than most of you are worth. So stop messing with them! It took me half a day to attach the mines to the ceiling, and somebody took one down and lobbed it down the elevator shaft. If you're going to waste resources, Xeris would remind you that you are the resources, and she is not above throwing you down the shaft. And do you really want to risk attracting the attention of whatever might be at the bottom of that shaft? We're professionals. Act like it, or I'll break your fingers. See, this is why I question whether or not I want to be involved with the Zentarum. I am trying to play as a good person. This is not the kind of stuff that a good person does.
We had a chat. Turns out he needs his eyes more.
Okay, so we have a dude who is making several paintings of the same person. We have, of course, the trail of oil. Let's see, we have Brem. We have Oscar Fevris.
Wonder if the fists pay better than this.
Garius. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff that don't belong to us. I feel like I should be talking to some people, but the question is... whom? Well, let's just pick people at random, I guess. He just walked away, so let's start with the one who isn't moving. Hey, Bram.
Well, don't you cut a fine figure? Want your portrait done? If you have the gold, my pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness.
You have a pet artist? I do cut a fine figure. I'll take one. No thanks, I just want to trade. Or leave. No. You have a pet artist? That's the first time I've heard of that. Mostly it's called patronage.
Let's say we're his patrons, yeah? Found him wandering the wilds alone. He needs protection. And if his paintings cover our costs, so much the better, eh?
Protection? It sounds a bit more like kidnapping. Sounds fair, I'll take a portrait then. Do you have anything else to trade? You know, given that I was hearing him, saying, just let me go, my patron will pay you off, I'm inclined to go with the first one, but I'm not sure if I'm in the company where I can be pulling that off. I'm not really interested in a portrait. Do you have anything else to trade?
Plenty, if the finer things don't appeal.
Let's see, what has he got? Basic poison, simple toxin, wizard bane oil, interesting, a shovel, some thieves' tools, some trap disarm kits, a flute, a drum, some alchemist's fire, black and oh, he sells dye as well. Well, I'm not really going to be chasing down the dye thing in this playthrough. Partially, I think it takes too much time, and partially, I'm the only one playing. And while, yes, I could make myself look different for y'all, I don't mind being in the default colors for this. But no. I mean, I might be interested in the Alchemist's Fire. I do like having Alchemist's Fire. I'm not sure. It's 66 gold a bottle is kind of steep, though. And I don't have any of my trade goods on my person at this time, so let's just move along.
Can't show you the good stuff till Zaris gives the say-so, mind. Friends of the Zen only.
Zaris. Okay, we're going to be keeping an eye out for this Zaris. What are you up to?
You don't want to keep Zaris waiting. Believe me.
Well, as soon as I figure out where Zaris is... Bellar.
Fist tries to storm in. I want to see those traps in action.
Oh. Of course. Well, let's not get on her bad side by talking to her prisoner immediately.
Best be on my way.
Did that artist really paint all those things?
Says he did, yeah.
Why?
Says it's muse.
I don't really want to fight this lot. I would prefer to just leave them be, but... Well, we'll see.
If he falls behind, I leave them for the fist, and in no state to tell tales.
Hi, Zaris.
Not many can talk their way into a Zentarim outpost. I could use someone with your skills. Interested in a job?
I'd rather know who I'd be working for first, the Zentarum. Lot of explosives, planning a war. A job, you were ready to kill me a moment ago. That depends. What is it? I'm just here to trade. I have my own concerns. It's 1, 3, or 4, I think, for me. But the question is which one? Ask if they're the Zentarum. Mention, hey, you were ready to kill me a moment ago. What is the job? I mean, she did identify herself. I'm getting really distracted by the detailing on the belts that Karlak is wearing. But, okay, that depends. What is the job?
Some of our people are missing. More importantly, so is their cargo. Find them. Keep them alive if you can. Failing that, just bring that shipment back. Unopened.
What's so important about this cargo? All right, I'll do it. Sounds shady. I'd rather not get involved. Indulge my curiosity. What's so important?
I'm offering hard coin, not idle answers. All you need to know is that I'm willing to pay a hideous sum to get it back. Unopened.
Okay. Okay. I'll do it, I guess.
Good. Backtrack along the road to the east and look for a wagon. Bodies. The usual. Time was. No one dared touch a caravan bearing our colours. Find whoever did this and remind them why.
I already know that it's Knowles, and oh boy. Okay, find the missing shipment is what updated. Zaris, leader of the local Zentarum, said her agents went missing while transporting a shipment. She'll pay a hefty sum if we return it unopened. And we found the remains of a caravan. A note on a corpse mentioned a valuable chest and someone called NF. Perhaps someone survived this attack. Yeah. Search the cellar. Oh yeah, that was the tome issue, which I still hadn't decided what to do. The Great Blade of Frontiers. Continue traveling with Will. We met Will's diabolical patron, Mizora, who was none too happy to find that Will failed to slay Karlach. She punished Will for his disobedience by turning him into a devil and departed, though it seems likely we'll meet her again. Well, that's the way warlock patrons work. And if I'd realized he was a warlock, I would have realized he was a warlock. Okay, so is there anything else interesting around here? Oh, it looks like there may be. Come, my merry band, there's something that these Zentarum are not possessive about up here for some reason. A whole bunch of things they're not possessive about. Alright. Take the book. Take the potato porridge. Take the grapes. Take the baguette. Take the Approachable East, Volume 1. Find out what's in the box. Ooh, more food? Yes, thank you. I don't care if these guys starve, by the way. Although the whole thing with the captive, I'm gonna go with. I feel like maybe we should talk to said pet artist. I feel like there might be something interesting that he could say. And maybe it won't get me an arrow through the ear. That is a lot of mines. They are really worried about what's down that hole, aren't they? It might be a secondary entrance to the Underdark. I want to poke around. I don't know how these proximity mines are, though. Wait a minute. Vol. Okay. Vol and a wolf named Indra. The name's familiar. Where have I heard that before? I'm not confident that just because the NPC can move that close to the proximity mines that I can move that close to the proximity mines. This is about as close as I feel safe getting. Oh, there's another wolf down there. Istor. And another person. Jarg. Can we ask her about those people over there? Is that something we can do?
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Any luck finding my people?
Okay, we can't ask her. I'm still looking.
Well, I'll give you a hint, shall I? They ain't down here. On your way.
What a charmer you are. Hey, Baldur.
You seem a nice soul. I'm glad we didn't have to kill you.
You look a lot like Will. You're practically a double of the man. Well, when he was a man. Oh. Wait, no, those are my people. Okay.
Actually miss this place. I want to see those traps in action.
All right, let's hope this doesn't piss them off.
Strip this place bare.
You. The way you handled Zaris. You're not one of her thugs. You need to buy me.
Why are you selling yourself? I don't need a servant. Sure, how much do you cost? Baby, but you don't look very expensive. Buy you? I'm just here to have my portrait painted. Now, I don't have enough money on me. All of my trade goods and money are back at camp. So, this is not going to go the way that he wants. But why are you selling yourself?
Selling myself? I am not some lower city coin lad offering you a tumble. I am an artist, and my patron will reward you for my rescue. Tenfold, whatever ransom you pay, I guarantee it.
Who is your patron? I'll see how much they're asking for you. Forget it, I just want you to paint my portrait. This ransom is your patron's problem, not mine. Name your patron.
As far as you're concerned, she may as well be the coin maiden herself. But there will be time for questions later. Please, speak to Brem. I need to see the sun again.
Well, they're leaving this place, so...
No need for this. Free me now, and I'll see that my patron rewards you. I need only tell her it's a gambling debt. It's happened before.
Thought I was paid to crack heads.
Let's have a look at the quest. Help Oscar escape. We told Oscar we'd rescue him. Now to figure out how. We met Oscar, an artist captured by... Okay, I'm reading it in the reverse order again. We met Oscar, an artist captured by the Zentarum. He begged us to help him escape, promising that his patron will reward us handsomely. Okay, fine.
Look, there's
To
no
camp!
need for this.
What do you get up to?
Whoosh! Huh. Well, that's new. Well, I'm resolved not to question it. Where is my... That's Volo. Where's my box? It's by Halson. So if I just... That's Volo. There. And while we're here, hey, Scratch.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I am. Here, have your pets. I can't come to camp and not give you a pet. There we go. Okay. Whee! When did I pick up a mask of the shapeshifter? Best not to ask questions on this set. Sort? Oh, that is beautiful and terrifying. Thank you. Now, I know that dude does not have a lot of money. So I can't sell him a bunch of this stuff to raise more cash. More's the pity. but... I'll take a bunch of the cash. And hope that it's enough. Okay.
Look, there's no need for this. Free me now, and...
Something I can help you with?
I'm here to buy your prisoner. I want to trade or leave. I want to buy him.
I doubt you've got that kind of dosh line about.
1,000. Okay, so persuasion. You're insane if you think I'm going to pay that much. Or intimidation. I don't have that much gold. I have plenty of steel, though. Or just go. 1,000 is a lot. I wish I knew what I would have to roll on persuasion on this. Huh. Let's try to persuade him to charge us less. Ooh. I see. Okay, here goes. Here goes. Dice, don't fail me now. Oh. Oh, you, oh.
Alright, so maybe I was fishing. No fooling you.
600 sounds more reasonable. I'll pay him.
He's all yours. Don't forget to feed him. He balls something proper.
Oh, Asterion disapproves of me buying the artist. Of course he does.
Coins off him. When we get back to the gate, I'll take you to a museum.
They got paintings in those.
A few, yeah.
All right.
I can't say I've ever been bought before.
How much did I fetch?
No, don't tell me. There's nothing so depressing as learning one's true value. Well, you should at least know what you've paid for. I am the Oscar Fevras, at your service.
I've never heard of you. Bard, I am the Foxwine, at yours. My slaves do not speak until they're spoken to. Excellent. When will I get my reward? Or what will you do with your freedom? You know what? Let's go with the bardic response. I will pompous right back at your ass.
A genuine pleasure. I'm in your debt, as is my patron. My betrothed, I should say. Assuming Lady Janeth still wishes to marry me after our little, falling out.
You recall a recent scandal. A patriarch of Baldur's Gate who wished to marry a commoner.
You're Lady Janeth's runaway groom. What happened? I don't care about your love life, I just want my reward. Or the bardic response, patrons dallying with their dashing artisans, a tale as old as art itself. You know what? Let's go with the first one, just because it'll embarrass him.
I did not run away. A date was never set. There were complications. Before my fame, my patron, there was another woman.
Aha!
One I planned to spend my life with. But when Lady Janeth offered me a future, well, it felt only right to mention my past. Right, but unwise. I was forced to retreat into the countryside, to paint and to clear my head, to choose, I suppose.
I see the problem. I actually understand the problem. Like, yes, he is phrasing it in kind of an asshole way, but yeah, this is understandable. A truly horrifying dilemma. Bard, I must know how this tragic tale ends. What option did you choose? All I care about is getting paid. What option did you end up choosing?
Oh, absolutely none. Fame and wealth suit me very well, no doubt. And yet, I think of that first love, and I hesitate. Likely I'm going mad. Regardless,
No.
we have more immediate concerns. Your reward once I've returned to the city, for one. Say, I don't suppose you could spare some coin, could you? Ease the discomforts of the road some.
I have nothing to give. I can spare you a little, give him 200. I've already spent enough coin on you. Or I'll give you a serious discomfort to deal with if you don't get going. Now. Okay, this is a tough one. I had kind of assumed that I was just going to be tucking him away in camp until we got to Baldur's Gate, but if he's going to be making his own way there, that's a different thing entirely. It's either sparing him a quote-unquote little, or telling him I've already spent enough coin on him. Now, I did manage to talk this Zentarum down to 600, but adding another 200 brings me up to 800, and that is a lot. Especially considering that I can't sell my massive pile of goods to this lot because they just don't have enough gold. Okay, we'll give him the 200 and a pat on the bum and send him back to his patron. And I understand his dilemma here because, like, yes, he could marry the lady and live a life of comfort for the rest of his days, or he could go with his first love, who is his first love, and I understand how difficult a decision that would be. And yes, he phrases it very badly, and he obviously doesn't even know his own mind, but I understand this problem. So, here, have your pat on the bum and go back to Baldur's Gate.
A hero to the hilt. Seek me out in the city, truly. Beneath my brush, you'll live forever.
All right.
Until Baldur's Gate, then.
Oscar Favras owes me 800 gold. We'll take it out of his hide one way or another, folks. Assuming that I remember to go back to this note. Okay, let's take what's left of this pile and send it back to camp. Whoop! Oh, that sent all my gold back to camp. That is not what I wanted. We'll figure it out.
When we get back to the gate, I'll take you to a museum.
They got paintings in those.
A few, yeah.
I am really curious about what all is past those proximity mines, but I think that I should maybe wait to fool around with that until after I've done the chore for them. Oh, I could have gone straight across to the leader lady here. Oh, that's hilarious. Now, the thing is that the gnolls are a bit of an issue, and I've already used up my resources for the day. Oh? I don't care that it's not mine. I'm digging it up. shinies. Shinies that will show up as stolen goods. And the other side of these proximity mines. I wonder. One moment. Ah ha ha! Ah ha 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 ha! Okay, and this is a hole that leads downwards, which may or may not be to the Underdark, but that's a future me problem, not a current me problem. Can we scooch around this barricade? Yes, we can. Hi, kids. What if I talk to the wolves before I talk to the people? Would that be a good plan? That may not be the best plan. Let's try talking to two legs before four legs this time. Hey, Zharg. Zharg? Yarg?
Had a peach of a shot on you as you came in.
Oh no. I hate wolves.
Oh,
Didn't realize
yeah.
you were frightened of wolves, Shadowheart.
Everyone's frightened of something. My fear's hardly
This
irrational when you
makes
suck fangs on those things.
this makes perfect sense, really.
I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. I've always been terrified of them, ever since I was a child. I showed you my memory of when I was lost in the woods. It can hardly come as a surprise. The Mother
Yep.
Superior wasn't above using it against me. If I disobeyed, sometimes instead of a whipping, she'd threaten to drag me to a wolf den. Never failed to bring me back in line. Why is it always the bad memories I can still recall? In any case, I'll be keen to avoid them.
Oh, the wargs must be great for you, girl. I'll try to avoid wolves in future, where possible. Everyone's got their own fears. I won't judge yours. We can scarcely afford to show weakness right now. I hope this won't be a problem. Wolves, though? Really? They're just dogs with no table manners. They are not. For one, they're like massive. Everyone's got their fears. I won't judge yours.
You're unlike the Mother Superior, then. Maybe that's what I like about you. You're different.
I like how there was that reverb echo on like about you. Why were you in pain before? I want to talk about your Shar worship. I want to talk about all that's happened to us. We should journey separately for now. I'll see you whenever we camp, or just leave. You know what? Just let's go. She is too close to the mines. I don't want to get that close. Maybe is Beth?
Around and around again. Master gets confused, I think.
Interesting. And an iron gate leading into a room with yet another one of those portraits. Indra?
The dark smells wrong. Not night dark. Wheaten dark.
Okay. And there's a button. I'm not sure that I want to be going pressing the button. Are they more of the Zentarum, maybe? And another iron gate. Can I, like, scooch myself? Okay, that's... Ooh. Interesting. I'm gonna have to guess that this is more of the Zentarum, but I don't remember enough stuff. Like, are the Zentarum usually associated with wolves? Alright. Come on, come on, come on.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to guess that these are more of the Zentarum. Well, nothing useful. Let's see. What else can I do with low resource? Let's see. Oscar and Art is captured by the Zentarum. We told him we'd rescue him. Brem agreed to sell us Oscar for a hefty sum of gold. It took some convincing, but we got Brem to lower the price. We bought Oscar from the Zentarum. We should tell him the good news. Oscar told us his story. Caught up in a romantic scandal with a patriarch of Baldur's Gate, he'd fled his engagement to her. And Oscar left for Baldur's Gate. Who knows? Maybe we'll see him again. We'd better. He owes us 800 gold. And Daughter of Darkness. Let's see here. We witnessed Shadowheart react with alarm on encountering a wolf. She seems to have a deep-seated fear of them. We should see if she's willing to talk about it. And Shadowheart opened up to us about her fear of wolves. She believes it stems from a childhood memory of being hunted by such a creature. Okay, alright. Our fiery friend is still looking for her heart. Let's go back above ground. I think that would be... let's take ourselves to the Risen Road. Alright, now that we're here... Missing shipment that way. That is the Knoll issue. That's leading to it. This is go through the mountain pass, which I absolutely do not want to do. There is travel through the Underdark. Oh yes, I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to check to see if the goblins were still occupying their camp or if they'd moved on since I'd killed all their leaders. So, we actually want to head to the Blighted Village. And out that way. So we want to go eastward. That is not eastward. Actually, it's not eastward, it's westward that I want to go. That's north. So this is east? West? Yes, this is west. Okay. Yeah, this is the way. It only took me forever. I keep forgetting that I have the map locked, but Ooh, honeycomb. Okay. So, can we be a little sneaky deaky?
Time to press ahead.
Because it would be really nice if the goblins literally decamped. Oh, they did not. And they're hostile. Okay, so that side path that the quest is pointing at is indeed the way. But the question is, how do we get at it? Let's just scooch down here where we definitely will not be spotted. That was very close. That was entirely too close. Okay, this is... That's into the camp. This is another way into the camp. Where was that side passage? Where was that side passage? Here. It was over here, but the question is how to get to that. I am definitely on the wrong side of the chasm here. Thing is, I definitely don't have a resource to fight an entire camp worth of goblins. So I have to figure out how to get over here.
One day I'll catch a break.
Okay, so what we want to do is kind of work our way over in this direction. So we want to go northward, which we are currently not, because this way is northward. So over here, perhaps? Oh, there's the path down there. What we really want is that. Hold on while we run, apparently. There we go. Hop, 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 hop. So, question is, can we, like, jump down there from here? Lose HP and end up prone. the best prospect. Well, option 1 is just fighting the way through the goblin camp, which I don't really want to do. Option 2 is throwing myself down a cliff, which doesn't actually sound great. What, if any, option 3 is there? There was climbing down there. But what good does climbing down there do us? Is perhaps fighting our way through the goblin camp in stages is the way to go. Because the throwing ourselves down a cliff twice does not really appeal, especially when I know that it's all traps down there. And like, if I scroll out far enough, okay, mountain pass, missing shipment, traveling through the Underdark. This is as far out as I can scroll. The technician for Karlach's heart is not on here. So pretty much what we've got left is the goblin camp and the knolls. So unless there's a sneaky deaky way over this way. Although that just leads to the mountain pass, so I'm not sure how that's actually going to help me. I think our best prospect would be to have a night's sleep and then go after the knolls. The question is, do I go after the knolls with this group, or do I switch Karlach for Gale? Also, I think it may be time to consume a parasite, but I think it would be best if I did that in camp. So let's take our butt to camp. Back in the right spot. And of course, before I go eating maggots...
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Have a petting scratch. Hello, my darling. Okay. Oh, I'm very nervous to do this. there for... You know what? Let's not think about it. Okay, we have a parasite specimen. Hanging suspended in murky slime, the living tadpole looks like some hideous cousin to the slug, only gorged and slick with remnants of brain fluid. That's disgusting. Alright, let's pull that in here.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
It is huge. Oh, it is so big. Open your mind to the tadpole. I'm not sure about this. Or close your mind. Keep the parasite out. Oh, man. Both Karlach and Asterion are watching me. Don't watch. Alright. Let's open mind to the tadpole.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Oh, that does not look helpful.
You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
I don't know what I did, and I'm not sure I want to know what I did. Let's read some books. An excerpt from the True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebrook's Morrow, a pulp serial following the real-life exploits of an interplanar ship's captain. The real Captain Morrow is known to never have left her native Waterdeep and emerges from her rooms at the yawning portal only to exchange scrawled manuscripts for fresh meals and ink. It is quite a feeling to fall forever. Of course, fall does not exactly describe it, nor indeed does fly. Each patch of sky in the elemental plane of air is bound by no laws but its own, rendering petty attempts at direction or definition meaningless. It is exactly this ferocious freedom that makes a plunge through the eternal blue the only way I've learned to truly relax. You seem distracted, observed Erules, shouting to be heard over the howling wind. That the goblins could so easily pierce my inscrutable facade was no surprise to me, for she is a sage of considerable wisdom and a lifelong friend to boot. I am, I acknowledged, expertly adjusting my posture to avoid a drifting Arakocra nest. Lord Primus was forewarned of my contract to infiltrate his mind palace. I had to leave my entire crew a mechanist just to escape alive. I could sense her frown beneath the bleached bone skull that eternally obscured her face. It was an affectation of her monastic order, and just one of the many things I had never truly understood about her. All perished? Surely the traitor was among them. Perished? Oh no, I traded them. Lord Primus wished to study mortal mannerisms, and he was most forthcoming with the identity of my betrayer in return. I reached out across the divide and slipped from her finger the ring of command. With the loss of the magical item, she instantly ceased to fly and began to fall in earnest. A subtle distinction, but an important one. Her screams were already lost to the whipping wind by the time new bride loomed into view. I climbed aboard, weighing the ring in my palm. Its exact twin was nested upon my own finger, forged by Erules many moons ago as a symbol of our undying friendship. Worry not, dear reader, she is my friend still, and it is fully my intention to return and catch her. Someday. Well, into storage with you. And The Approachable East, Volume 1. Great dukes and duchesses, lords and ladies, and all who seek knowledge of the world, welcome. I have traveled far, seen much, and recorded all. My odyssey began in a humble tavern, where I met a Rishimi mercenary, an approachable fellow. Oh my goodness, why are these hiccups coming now? An approachable fellow, he offered me a tale in exchange for a drink. I accepted, and was soon rapt as one ale became 6. He told me the legends of his people, sharing their stories and culture. He told me of the lands he'd visited, from the Silver Marches to Camelshan, from the Moonshae Isles to the Plains of Purple Dust. The more he spoke, the more I realized I'd never traveled further than Baragost. I felt like a fly, spending my short life buzzing about a latrine, ignorant of everything I was missing. Well, no more. The next day, I packed a bag and set out, following the Chithana east. I would travel to Rashomon, see this magnificent world, and document it all. Well, ambition is ambition. Okay. Well, I've consumed a parasite, so hopefully I will get information on what to do about that when I sleep tonight. Illithid... Evolve an area of your mind to embrace your potential. 5 tadpoles available. Okay, what do we got here? Psionic Overload. Your attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 psychic damage, but you take 1 to 4 psychic damage every turn. Oh no! Favorable Beginnings. The first attack roll or ability check you make against any target gains a bonus equal to your proficiency bonus. Not bad. Transfuse Health. Sacrifice half your remaining hit points to heal a target for the same amount. Ooh, dangerous. Concentrated Blast. 6 to 36 damage. You must be concentrating on another spell to cast this. If the target was concentrating, you heal as much as the damage that was dealt to it. Hold on a moment. I'm going to need more information on this. The spell you were concentrating on will end. See, that's a very important thing that they hid behind the cut because they wanted to trap me. And Force Tunnel. Charge forward, pushing all objects and creatures in your path 4 meters away from you. Doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Well, I have to say, only one of these actually suits a bard. Which would be the Favorable Beginnings. So, let's take that. Oh no! Oh! 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 Oh dear. Luck of the Far Realms. Once per long rest, you can change a successful attack roll against a foe into a critical hit. Charm. Channel the dark allure of the tadpole to charm an enemy that attacks you, preventing them from attacking you until their next turn. Oh man, that is very bardic. This visual is really upsetting though, I have to say. Okay, so like what do we have? Ability Drain. Once per turn, when you make an attack roll, the attack reduces that target's corresponding ability by 1. The reduced ability score cannot be decreased lower than 1. The ability that is reduced is the same as the one used to make the attack roll. For melee weapons, this is usually strength. For ranged weapons, usually dexterity, and for spells, usually your spellcasting ability. Targets affected by ability drain regain their ability scores at the end of combat. See, that's a difficult one for my bard because I spend most of my time attacking with my magic, which means I'm attacking with my charisma, which is not actually the best thing to be draining. Not a lot of these are helpful. Stage fright. Your targets have disadvantage on attack rolls and take 2 to 12 psychic damage every time they miss. Targets overcome their stage fright early when they succeed an attack roll. Huh. I really don't want the psionic overload. That's a very dangerous one, but I wonder if I can unlock the stage fright by getting transfuse health. it looks like I might be able to. Let's continue around. Perilous stakes. Invest a creature with power that heals it when it attacks, but also makes it vulnerable to all damage. Yeeg! Shield of Thralls. Conjure a volatile shield around yourself or an ally, granting the target 10 temporary hit points. There's more. If these temporary hit points are lost due to incoming damage, the shield bursts, possibly stunning nearby foes. Huh. Well, that's a thing. Psionic Backlash. When an enemy within 9 meters casts a spell, you can use your reaction to inflict 1d4 psychic damage to the caster per the spell's level. Cull the Weak. When you bring a creature down to fewer hit points than your number of evolved illithid powers, it dies and all nearby creatures take 1 to 4 psychic damage. Huh. Repulsor. Push anything and anyone back 6 meters. On save, targets still take half damage. And Displace. Creatures suffering falling damage because of your actions take an additional 1 to 8 psychic damage. Oh man. Here's the question.
What's next?
Shadowheart does not want to use Mind Flayer parasites.
Well.
Karlach does not want to use Mind Flayer parasites. Astarion does. Now that's interesting. I mean, is there anything here that would be handy to a rogue? He doesn't have concentration spells, more's the pity. I'm not sure about Force Tunnel for him. Psionic Overload just sounds like a terrible idea. I mean, I could try and get him a concentration spell next time he levels up. I'm not sure what concentration spells he'd actually have access to, though. But that would probably get him access to Psionic Backlash and Cull the Weak. And those would be very handy. Because Astarion does not actually have all that many reactions. He has the possibility of opportunity attacks, but he doesn't have any other reactions currently. He should get reactions soon because he'll have the... Which one was it? Cunning Dodge, I think, is the one that's a reaction, but... Well, Astarion... We're going to spend a bit on you, I think. And probably spend another... Like, we have 4 tadpoles currently available. I can easily spend 3 on Astarion here, which would leave me 1 more. Probably for the charm. Yeah, probably for the charm for myself. Oh man, I hope I'm making the right choices here. Oh, Asterion, your poor brain. Like, I also like the... Not the Shield of Thralls. I like the stage fright, but I think I might need more tadpole for that. I am not sure how often I'm going to be able to engineer this. 9 meters is terribly close. But I do like this Cull the Weak. It seems very like Asterion to me. Oh man. I'm not sure. Like, part of me really wants to get the psionic backlash. Well, I do know that I was going to grab the charm. Yeah, Asterion, you're gonna get the psionic backlash. Oh man. You and me against the world, Asterion. Okay, so if Asterion... Hold up. Can I... Yeah. I'm going to assume that this is one of the evolved powers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Either... So if he reduces an enemy to either 3 or 4 hit points, and we'll find out, they'll explode. Which should be good.
I have a lot on my mind, and, well, in it.
And I still have 3 tadpoles. I think we're gonna go with this and see what happens. I'm still not sure if I want to fight the gnolls with magic or with oomph. It's a difficult question. But yeah, it's a problem for future me, possibly very close in the future me, but still future. Okay, those were some very momentous changes. Let's make sure that I save. And we'll take a long rest. Oh, why am I so brightly lit up right now? Alright, Asterion.
Very well.
Hi.
Well, no tentacles yet. I suppose we can consider that a success.
Well, I apparently can't talk to him about anything else, so bye! Hey, Halson.
What's up for discussion?
Do you wish to speak?
Shadow curse you spoke of surely can't be that bad. What about the secret stronghold in the Underdark? Can't it be an easy... Okay. We really can't talk to him about that betrayal letter, huh? the other possibility would actually to be bringing Will along. I could have him stand far, far back and throw eldritch blasts into the conflict. That might be funny. And effective. It may be funny and effective. Hey, Will.
Gone gods. Watching you consume that tadpole was more disgusting than the tadpole itself. Though, I suppose that's not what you wanted to talk about.
How does it feel to be a devil? You should get out of this pact. What do you think of the illithid potential the dream visitor spoke of? I'd like you to join me, or leave. Well, you know, what do you think of the illithid potential the dream visitor spoke of?
I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you take an illithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
Okay, yeah, he pronounces it very differently than me. Persuasion. You've seen how dangerous these absolute cultists are. We need the extra help. Persuasion. Just look at me, how potent I'm becoming. Think of what we could accomplish together. Persuasion. We face untold dangers, Will. Shouldn't we seize every possible advantage? Or let's move on to other matters. You know, I feel like I do not need to change his mind at this point, so I'm not going to try to persuade him. Let's move on.
All right. What else is on your mind?
How does it feel to be a devil?
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places.
Yeah.
I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
Quite the handsome devil, if I do say so. A freak of nature. Gods, but you're hideous. I see the blade of frontiers, no more and no less. A fiend who's been touched by the hells. I don't know what to make of it. I don't think the flirty response is quite the right one, even though I think it would be amusing. I see the blade of frontiers, no more, no less.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the blade of frontiers again.
Okay. Okay. I think that was the right answer. That felt like it was the right answer. I really don't want to talk to Gale right now. Gale likes me too much, and I might end up sleeping with him by accident. Karlach?
Feeling illithid?
What does that infernal engine do to you? In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill a devil? Now that those paladins are out of your way, what's next on your agenda? So, about our tadpole powers. Or you'll need to stay behind in camp for now. Alright, what's next on your agenda?
First things first, I need to get this engine tuned up. Thing's powerful, but it's been feeling volatile ever since I left the Hells. Can't be too hard to find an infernal mechanic round here, right?
In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill a devil?
Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Spectacularly distracted. All right. Nice talking to you. Bye. Okay, I'm going to think about subbing Will in, because I think an Eldritch Blast might be just what we need for those gnolls. But I'm going to sleep on that decision. Give me my spell slots, I need them. Alright, let's auto-select some camp supplies. What did it choose? All the booze again? Garlic, cheese, grapes, lemon, booze, and a fish head. Wow, it is... I don't even know what this dinner is, but we're going to be able to feed our enemies with our breath tomorrow. Alright, let's sleep now.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Asterion.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
I mean, I've known this all along. The question is now how to deal with it in a way that doesn't drive him off. And I'm looking pretty pissed right now. You were strangely concerned when we met the monster hunter in the swamp. I can't believe I didn't see it. We even found the boar you snacked on. How long since you killed someone? Days? Hours? Melee attack. Pick up a stake and lunge at the monster. All of these are kind of confrontational, but let's not go for attempting to stake him. You know what? Let's go with the first one because I think it's the least nasty of them.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals. Boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. I'm just too slow right now. Too weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
Why didn't you tell me? I don't care how much you need. You're not drinking my blood. Or illithid wisdom, push into his mind, searching for the truth. You know, this would probably be the absolute best way to drive him completely away from me, and he already doesn't like me terribly much. Why didn't you tell me?
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs.
Haven't yet.
No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
I want to believe you. I do. I believe you. You tried to bite me. How can I trust you? Or leave. If I ever see you again, I'll kill you. Oh man, is this going to be a charm off? I don't want this to be a charm off. Okay, fine, I believe you.
Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste. I swear.
What do you swear on, Astarion? What do you swear on? Fine, but not a drop more than you need. All right, but go too far and I'll drive a stake through your chest. Are you mad? No! This is gonna be rough tomorrow, isn't it? Oh boy. Not a drop more than you need, boy.
Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
Could you maybe go for the wrist instead of the neck? Oh.
It's like a shard of ice into your neck. A quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
Persuasion, that's enough. Strength, push him back. Melee attack, grab a stake and drive it into his heart, or let him continue. Let's try persuasion, please. Oh, he's not actually that difficult to persuade, is he? Okay. Oh. Charm off it is.
Oh, of course. That was amazing.
First humanoid.
It's finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy.
I'm looking forward to seeing you fight. I don't. That felt wrong. Or melee attack. His guard's down. Grab the stake and drive it into his heart. Oh man, am I going to be wearing that nasty mark on my neck for the next month? I'm looking forward to seeing you fight tomorrow.
Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now,
please wipe
if you'll
your
excuse
face.
me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
I'm gonna be marked up for a while, aren't I? Oh, what do we got? Bloodless! -1 to attack rolls, saving throws, and most ability checks. Oh, great. And he's happy. +1 to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. Great! Spectacular! What have you done? Actually, what have I done?
Good morning. How do you feel?
I'm fine. I just feel a little woozy. My neck hurts. How do you think I feel? I feel awful. We won't be doing that again. Hey, the marks are gone. I like that part. Okay, I'm fine. I just feel a little woozy.
It'll pass. Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers.
Is that how you can stand in the sun? Because you're not a true vampire? Any other drawbacks I should know about? Or pity, I thought you'd be more powerful. Is that how you can stand in the sun?
Oh no. I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
Huh. Fascinating. What's causing this? The Mind Flayer's parasite. If I can help, just ask. We're in this together. Or figure them out quickly. I don't want any more surprises. I do remember, like, some time ago, we went into a place and he said something about, oh, we're just walking into places now? And I didn't think anything of it. It puts it in a different light now. If I can help, just ask. We're in this together.
You're such a sweetheart.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
Vamps don't scare me, as long as they keep their teeth to themselves. No sense judging someone for who they are. Except devils, obviously.
I'd just better not wake in the night to find fangs at my throat.
Enough. We need him, like it or not. I trust him. He won't hurt us. If you don't like it, you can leave. Let's burden him. Let's just put the weight on his shoulders. I trust him. He won't hurt us. Will you?
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty, to work together as a team.
Maybe we could get him to wear a bell. Dissuade any nighttime prowling.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Okay, we're going to try the warlock thing. Carla, are you carrying anything that I wish to appropriate from you? Nope, you're good.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Alright, save. Of all people, Will does not approve of me trusting the vampire. Alright, let's see here.
Good time for a chat.
Soldier?
Hi. You'll need to stay behind in camp for now.
Oh, come on. You don't mean that.
You heard me.
Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
Why don't you have a nice chat with Gale? I'm sure you have a lot that's not in common.
Breathe deep and move.
Will, dear.
You've got something to say?
I'd like you to join me today.
That's the spirit.
Okay. What do we got? Alright, health increased, class features, gained Eldritch Invocations, gained a spell, I can replace a spell. Okay, What spells does he already have? He doesn't have any spells. Oh. Okay, well, I gotta pick a spell. Let's make sure it's a good one. Burning Hands. Charm Person. Command. Expeditious Retreat. Hellish Rebuke. Hex. Protection from Evil and Good. And Witch Bolt. I am tempted by Hex. It's very traditional, but it's also, it's basically a hunter's mark, but for warlocks. Yeah, let's go for traditional. Let's take the Hex. And then invocations. In your study of occult lore, you have unearthed eldritch invocations, fragments of forbidden knowledge that imbue you with inviting magical prowess. So, we have 2 that we can choose. Agonizing Blast. When you cast Eldritch Blast, add your Charisma modifier to the damage it deals, unless it is negative. Well, Charisma is his best stat. He's sitting at a 17. Go, boy, go. Tempting. Armor of Shadows. You can cast Mage Armor on yourself at will without expending a spell slot. Mage Armor increases your armor class when you aren't wearing armor. Ooh, that could also be handy. I'm not sure. Can I look at your equipment? I cannot look at your equipment right now. That's not helpful. Beast Speech. You can cast Speak at Animals at will without spending a spell slot. Well, so can I. Beguiling Influence. You invoke your patron's bewitching charm. You gain proficiency in Deception and Persuasion. Devil's Sight. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 24 meters. Normally very useful. In this party, less so because we've got so many people who need light to see. Fiendish Vigor. You can cast False Life on yourself at will as a level 1 spell without expending a spell slot. False Life grants you 7 temporary hit points. That is actually pretty good. Mask of Many Faces. You can cast Disguise Self at will without expending a spell slot. No. One with Shadows. You learn how to cast One with Shadows. What is One with Shadows? Class act. Vanish into the darkness and become invisible as long as you stand still. Invisibility ends early if you move, attack, cast of their spell, take an action, or take damage. Okay. This is an action, but the question is this... Does this use a spell slot? Doesn't say. Repelling Blast. When you hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 4.5 meters away from you. Or Thief of 5 Fates. Once per long rest, you can cast Bane using a Warlock spell slot. Bane targets up to 3 creatures. They receive a 1d4 penalty to attack rolls and saving throws. Oh man, there's so many of these that are good. I am tempted by Agonizing Blast, because my Charisma modifier is pretty good and will be better. Because I just need 1 point of Charisma to go to a +3. Okay, so if I choose Agonizing Blast, question is... Fiendish Vigor, Armor of Shadows, or Thief of 5 Fates. Now the problem with this one is that this uses a spell slot. but it basically gives him 1 free spell a day. It's all very tempting. Temporary hit points is pretty awesome. The false life whenever on yourself is will without expending a spell slot. So 7 hit points whenever I want, anytime I want. Or I could get the mage armor. Protect a target from attacks. Increase its armor class to 13 plus dexterity modifier. His dexterity isn't the best, but it definitely isn't the worst either. His strength is appalling. Yeah, I think it's Armor of Shadows or Fiendish Vigor for me, and the question is which one would be the most useful. Wait, let's go back to Armor of Shadows here. Mage Armor makes his class 13 plus his dex bonus. He's 13 right now. He's a +1? I think that's a +1. If I put 1 more point in, he would be a +2. So it would be either getting his armor class to 14 or 15. You know what? I think I'm going to take the false life with the fiendish vigor instead. Yeah. I think this is the way to go. Alright. Health increased, class feature, pact boon, gain another spell. Okay. Before I choose the spell, we're going to hit up the pact boons. Okay. Patron bestows a gift upon you for your loyal service. Choose one of the following pacts. There's Pact of the Chain. Gain the service of a familiar, a fey spirit that takes a form of your choosing. It can be an animal, imp, or quasit. I don't know about using Pact of the Chain in this game. It's the one that I prefer when I'm actually playing on tabletop, because I love fooling around with the familiars, but I have a feeling that the familiars are going to be less useful in the game. Just a feeling I've got. There's Pact of the Blade. You can summon a pact weapon or bind the one you are wielding, making it magical. Pact weapons use the wielder's spellcasting ability modifier instead of strength or dexterity. Now, that would be extremely tempting for Will. It does mean that he'd be frontlining, which might mean that I chose the wrong invocation, but... And then there's Pact of the Tome. Your patron grants you a grimoire called the Book of Shadows, which allows you to cast Guidance, Vicious Mockery, and Thorn Whip. I don't get to choose? Hold on a moment. Vicious Mockery and Thorn Whip. That is a spell slot. It should be anyway. Pulls a creature 3 meters closer to you. I think... Pact of the Blade is the way to go here. I'm not 100% on this, but the tome the ones that are granted by the tome are not actually useful to me. Which is unfortunate, but that's just the way it goes. So, good luck, Will. Alright, and we get to choose another spell. What did we get here? Summon a weapon to your hand. Yep. Bind a weapon. Bind your main hand weapon. Okay, yeah. Okay, so, spells that we have access to. Blindness. Cloud of Daggers. Crown of Madness. Darkness. I actually should be reading these. Blind a creature. Attack rolls against it have advantage, and the foe attacks with disadvantage. Oh, this is not a concentration. Interesting. Cloud of Daggers, to conjure a cloud of spinning daggers that attack anyone inside. That is concentration, so you can't have it and Hex at the same time. There is Crown of Madness. Instill madness in a humanoid enemy, making them attack the creature closest to them other than you, even if it's allied. There is Darkness, which I would not be using. There's Enthrall, to reduce a creature's peripheral vision and make it look at you. Hold Person, to hold a humanoid enemy still. They can't move, act, or react. Attacks from within 3 meters are always critical hits. Invisibility, to touch a creature and turn it invisible. Mirror Image, to create 3 illusory duplicates of yourself that distract attackers. Each duplicate increases your armor class by 3. This is also not a concentration spell, which makes it very tempting. Hold on a moment. Let's look at more details on this one. Whenever you successfully evade an attack, one of the duplicates disappears. Huh. Okay. Misty Step. Surrounded by silver mist, you teleport to an unoccupied space you can see. Ray of Enfeeblement. Weaken a foe. They deal half damage with weapon attacks using strength. Scorching Ray, to hurl 3 rays of fire, each dealing 2 to 12 fire damage. And Shatter, to damage all nearby creatures and objects. Creatures made of inorganic material such as stone have disadvantage on saving throws. Well, I've gone and made him a Pact Blade, which may as well be a Hex Blade. So I think what we want is, well, possibly we want Burning Hands, which is a cone, if I remember correctly. Does it say? It does not. I believe Burning Hands is a cone. And that does fire damage to everything within range. Or Mirror Image. And the question is, which one is better under the circumstances? I think Mirror Image was what that hag was using. Or at least it was a variation of it. Now, this really isn't a concentration spell. It really isn't. So I would be able to cast it and Hex at the same time. Assuming that I have the spell slots, of course. I think I have 2. Yeah, let's go with mirror image. Since I don't have mage armor, mirror image may well save my life. Does it say here about spell slots? No, it does not. Okay, that's very helpful. All right. Alright, health increase, gain a cantrip, gain a spell, and a new feat is available. Alright, well let's start with the cantrips. We have Bone Chill, which I was having a great time with on Gale, to be honest. Friends, Mage Hand, Minor Illusion, Poison Spray, or True Strike. So for me, it's either Poison Spray or Bone Chill. The main problem here is that, poison is one of the most resisted damages in the entire of Dungeons and Dragons. The only one that is more resisted is fire, or so I'm told. So I think I'm going to take Bone Chill. Because, yeah, this seems like a good idea. Spells. It's the same list as before and a more difficult decision. I would prefer something that was not a concentration spell because I intend to use Hex as my concentration. So, you know what, let's go for Burning Hands because I was debating between that and the illusions on the previous level. Yeah, let's go with Burning Hands. And then there's the feat. Now, I could take the ability improvement, put a point in Dex, and put a point in Charisma. Or I could try to find one of these that has a point of Charisma in it, because I use Charisma as my attack stat now. That seems like the better idea. So, Actor, Charisma increases by 1, and your proficiency bonus is doubled for Deception and Performance. Gets me the point, but doesn't actually do anything that I'm going to use. Alert, +5 bonus to Initiative, and can't be surprised. Tempting, but not this time. Strength or Dexterity increases by 1 when you are... Okay, that's... gain weapon attack... charge your weapon attack and charge your shove. No. Crossbow Expert. No. Defensive Duelist. When attacked while wielding a finesse weapon you're proficient with, you can use a reaction to add your proficiency bonus to your armor class. No. You can use 2-weapon fighting even if your weapons aren't light, and you gain +1 bonus to armor class while wielding a melee weapon in each hand. You cannot dual wield two-handed weapons. Okay, fine, whatever. Gain advantage on perception checks made to detect hidden objects, and on saving throws made to avoid or resist traps. Tempting, but doesn't give me that point of charisma I'm looking for. Constitution increases by 1. You regain full hit points every time you take a short rest. Tempting, but no. Your spells and attacks ignore resistance to a damage type of your choice. When you cast spells of that type, you cannot roll a 1. Interesting, but no. Great Weapon Masters, just skipping right past that. Gain armor proficiency with light armor, and your strength or dexterity increases by 1. No. Lucky, gain 3 luck points. When a creature casts a spell within melee range of you, you have an advantage on any saving throw against it and use a reaction to immediately... No. Magic Initiate Bard. Learn 2 cantrips and a level 1 spell from the Bard spell list. You can cast a level 1 spell once per long rest. Spell casting ability for all 3 spells is Charisma. No. No, I don't need the cantrips. We're gonna skip past the Magic Initiate stuff because we don't need it. Martial Adept. You learn 2 maneuvers from the Battlemaster subclass and gain a superiority die to fuel them. Gaining expended superiority dice for a rest. Okay. Movement speed increases. Moderately armored. Gain armor proficiency with medium armor and shields. No. Performer. Gain musical instrument proficiency and charisma increases by 1. Polearm Master. Using how... No. Resilient, you increase an ability by 1 to a maximum of 20 and gain proficiency in that ability's saving throws. Tempting. Ritual Caster, learn 2 ritual spells of your choice. Very tempting, but doesn't give me that point of charisma. Savage Attacker, when making melee weapon attacks, you roll your damage dice twice and use... Okay, that you roll with advantage. When an enemy within melee range attacks an ally, you can use a reaction to make a weapon attack against the enemy. Ranged weapon attacks do not receive penalty from high ground rules. +2 bonus to dexterity saving throws while wielding a shield. Gain proficiency in 3 skills of your choice. You learn a cantrip, and the number you need to roll a critical hit with spells is reduced by 1. This effect can stack. Make an unarmed attack, Your hit point maximum increases by 2. Gain advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration. You can also use a reaction to cast Shocking Grasp. Gain proficiency with 4 weapons of your choice, and your strength or dexterity increases by 1. Okay, so the only things to increase my charisma are this performer or the actor or the ability improvement. So ability improvement gives me 2 points, which I would put into charisma and dex, I think. But that doesn't get me anything else besides a plus in each of those. I could take Ritual Caster to get ritual spells, but the question is, what ritual spells would be available? Let's see. Ritual spells. Speak with Dead, Find Familiar, Long Strider, Enhance Leap, Disguise Self, and Speak with Animals. Okay, those are not actually useful to me under these circumstances. Alright, good to know. So I do not want the Ritual Caster. There is Warcaster, which would be handy for what he is. It doesn't get me that +1 though. Oh, it's so difficult. Shocking Grasp was 1d8 lightning damage. Target cannot use reactions. Spell has advantage on creatures with metal armor. I question whether or not this uses a spell slot when it comes off of the, like, the advantage on the concentration is very tempting because I'm hoping to use Hex very, judiciously. or is judiciously isn't the right word. Intensely, constantly. Actor and performer do nothing for me under the circumstances. Ability improvement gets me a +1 in 2 stats. Warcaster lets me maintain concentration. Maybe. I'm gonna go with the ability improvement. And we put a point in charisma and a point in dexterity, bringing them up to an even number each, which pushes me into a +1 in each of them, which is pretty cool. Okay, I choose to believe that this is the correct choice, that I have made the correct choices here. Okay. Now, first things first. That was a lot of time-consuming decision-making. Second things second.
Where am I needed?
What are we looking at here? 1 HP potion on your person? Oh boy. And you have a very plain weapon. Perhaps we have something better for you in the box. Where is the box? Where is the box? Here, box! Where, box? Box? The heck are my camp supplies? Where are my camp supplies? Am I the only one who's able to see them?
Interesting.
No, no, that's... Okay, Will,
Sharp as ever.
you and I, we're gonna go looking for the storage box. It's gotta be around here somewhere. There it is, over by Shadowheart. Okay, we may want to plunder Gale's inventory for some scrolls, actually. I think that Will could do some horrible, horrifying things with a bunch of those scrolls without using his extremely limited spell slots. Now, let's see. We are looking for a one-handed weapon that's real nice. We have Sorrow here, which is a glaive. That's a two-handed weapon. Not what I was looking for, actually. We have Faithbreaker, which is a warhammer. Not what I would normally give, but it's a 1d10 or 1d8, depending. Not proficient with martial weapons or war... Okay, you can't use a warhammer. Alright, good to know. Let's see, there's the Sword of Justice, which is a two-handed greatsword, which you're not proficient with. We have Cyanide. Okay. What is Cyanide here? I believe it's is it a Morning Star? Is it a Maul? It's got a +1 enchantment, which is very handy. I think he might not be proficient. Let's have a look. It does less damage than the sword that he has. Once per short rest, you can encase a target in fairy fire for 2 turns if you miss an attack against it. Huh. Proficiency with this weapon type unlocks Concussive Smash. Possibly daze your target. They can't take reactions and lose the dexterity bonus to their armor class. Tempting. Cast deep in the Underdark by Durgar slaves, the head of this mace is engraved with spider webs. It is ice cold to the touch. It doesn't say that he's not proficient with it, but it does less damage. Tricky choice. Whoop. Did not mean to close that entirely. Actually, what weaponry are you guys carrying around? Oh, you've got a long sword, yeah. You have a great axe that he's not proficient with, and a maul that he's also not proficient with. Now, I think binding this as a pact weapon gives you proficiency. I should probably double check that. Let's see here. Bind pack weapon. Bind to your main hand weapon. Its damage becomes magical. You cannot drop or throw it, and you become proficient with it if you weren't already. You can only have one packed weapon at a time. The weapon returns to its previous state if you are more than 1.5 meters away from it for more than 10 rounds. Okay, so you do become proficient with the weapon once you bind it as a packed weapon, which means I can take anything that I want here. And I do kind of want one of these specials. There is Faithbreaker. I like the versatile. And it has a +1 enchantment. A hand-like brand stamped into the leather handle obscures the notches that would normally signify a hobgoblin's rank. Huh. Okay, so proficiency would unlock absolute power. Surge of divine energy accompanies your swing and possibly pushes the target back 5 meters. Backbreaker, possibly knock your enemy prone. Concussive Smash. And Weakening Strike. Oh, it's very tempting. It's very tempting. Whoop! Oh. I have got to stop doing that. There is Sorrow, which gives you access to yet another cantrip. That's probably something that we can set aside for your for your everything. There's the Sword of Justice with Tears Protection. You know what? Let's not mess around. Let's just give him Faithbreaker. Can't I just... Okay. Alright, he has taken it. Alright. Good. And also, what did your armor and stuff look like again? Padded armor. Surely we can do better than an 11. Leather. More padded. Simple jerkin. Simple robe. Spider silk armor. Gain advantage. Gain +1 bonus to stealth checks and advantage on con saving throw checks. Does that count? Does that count? Oh, wait. Does that count, like, for concentration checks for Tempting. And it's a 12. You know what, Will? I think we're gonna try this. Oh, we're gonna have fun and games, Will. Tasteful boots. What does momentum do again? Spurred on by a sense of urgency, the affected entity's movement speed has increased by 1.5 meters per remaining duration of this effect. Removed when restrained, incapacitated, prone, or slowed. Okay. Gloves of the Growling Underdog. Underdog's Bravery. The wearer gains advantage on melee attack rolls while surrounded by 2 or more foes. Strength saving throws +1. Crowded tap rooms, packed feast halls, bustling market bazaars. Chances to be social? Sure. Chances to be violent? Absolutely. You know, I kind of feel like I should have given these to Karlach. I'm gonna send these over to Karlach while I'm at this. Leather gloves. Sparkle hands. Conductive strikes. On a hit with an unarmed attack, the wearer gains... Okay, that's like a monk weapon. Alright, we'll keep moving. Absolute's Talisman. Absolute's Mercy. If the wearer bears the Absolute's brand, they have advantage on death saving throws. That is not something our group has at the moment. When you cast a spell that requires concentration, you gain momentum for 1 turn. While you are concentrating, you can't get knocked prone or be moved against your will. Athletics +1. He's not proficient with medium armor, though. That's unfortunate. Although, you know what? Let's send those to Shadowheart now that I think about it. Water Sparkers. Electrifying water. When the wearer stands in water during combat, it becomes electrified. Water sparks. If the wearer starts their turn on an electrified surface, they gain 3 lightning charges. I am not sure about the electrified water part. That can harm as much as it does good. An enormous storm was raging the first time Yer the Sparkstruck left the Underdark. The Deep Gnome's interest in lightning became at once an all-consuming obsession, and they would spend the rest of their years striving to recreate that storm's power themselves. Well, I think we're gonna leave it at this. Okay, so equip this weapon. I know you're not proficient, we're working on it. Bind packed weapon. And now he proficient. And we're also going to put on this spider silk. Oh, you and Asterion should stand next to each other all the time. Okay. Moving along.
Let's get on with it.
Hi, Shadowheart. What boots do you have on? Speedy Light Feet. When the wearer dashes or takes a similar action during combat, they gain 3. Okay. I think the ones I just sent you. I think the Boots of Striding will do you much more good. So put these on. Send those back to storage. Is there anything else that I can do here? I really would like to reduce the amount of weight that you're carrying. I think maybe I should send the javelins away. Let's send the javelins to camp. You're never going to use them. What is this? An empty backpack. Okay, what, you know what, we're gonna sort. Alright, can you use a bow? You don't want to use a bow. That's actually bad. Okay. Send that away. Oh yes, we're hanging on to the halberd in case we change our mind about the Watcher's Guide here. The short sword can go away though. Vision of the Absolute we are going to hang on to. Send the change cert away. There really isn't a lot of difference between the ring mail and the scale mail, except visually. So we're just going to send that away as well. Oakfather we'll hang on to for a different time. Woodwode Shield. Yeah, I am definitely going to be continuing to use the glowing shield. Woodwode is very nice, but we're going to send that away as well. Why do you have rocks? Leather boots. I'm not sure why you have the leather boots. Let's send those away as well. Considering that I'm having her carry these smoke powder barrels for when I want them, reducing the weight in her inventory is definitely a kind thing to do. Okay, there we go. That is better. Oh. And Will.
Needed.
Whoop.
Just a peek.
Back to the traveler's chest. I just remembered. We are going to appropriate some nice scrolls from Gale. Not that one. You know what? We're going to take these. Because Gale is never going to use those anyway. Let's see. Ooh, yes, take this one. In fact, any of the short-range ones, I think... let's see. Let's see here. Are there any other short-range ones? No, I'm not seeing any more short-range ones here. Okay. Thank you for your contributions, Will.
Let's move.
And I am going to split off a healing potion and send that to Will.
Open up.
And also from the traveler's chest, let's retrieve a handful of gold, just so that I have gold in my inventory, just in case. Okay, we are a very squishy party.
Light on my feet.
We're gonna see how well this does against the gnolls, I guess. Man, I wish I hadn't been bitten last night. This is gonna make things quite rough. But I can't leave myself behind, that's the thing. Ah well, I made my choices. We want the Risen Road.
A question for our master monster hunter. How would you approach killing a vampire?
A full-on vamp, you mean? Lure it into the sun, drive a stake through its heart. And that's not the end of it. The suckers are wily. And no offense.
None taken. Wiliness keeps me alive. More or less.
Okay.
So, you've indulged. Just helped yourself to a little more power, I see. And there isn't a tentacle to be seen. Not a bad deal, I'd say. My only complaint is that you didn't want to share. I wouldn't mind indulging myself.
You did. I wasn't sure you'd want to indulge in this. I have another in my pack. Take it if you want it. These parasites are rare. They're mine. Maybe another time. I have another in my pack. Take it if you want it.
Excellent. I'll have a rummage around and help myself in my own good time. Thank you. Your generosity is appreciated.
I have deep, abiding concerns about what I have.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Like, this is a bad time to be going into such a fight. Am I going the right way? I'm going the way I want to go, yes. The guys in the cave are going to have to deal in their own way, I think. Whoop, no, not that way. Going in underneath, around, that means we're attacking uphill. It's a bad game. But if we go up, I'm really hoping that Asterian's feeling his oats is going to make up for my not feeling mine. I admittedly don't contribute a lot to our fights. I'm just hoping I haven't made any bad choices. Okay, I want to go up this way, I think. This way, I think. And I think now would be an excellent time to start sneaking. So, party, get low.
These boots have seen everything.
If nothing else, maybe there's something useful over here. Nope. Yeah, here we are. Everybody's gonna stay back here, except for you, boy.
I was trying to concentrate.
Continue concentrating. Concentrate on not getting caught. Okay, we have a hole, a chasm over there. Not terribly useful, it must be admitted. Okay. Warlord. Noel Fang of Yingu. Hunter. 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 Bunch of hyenas. More hyenas. My greatest happiness would be if I could take that high ground away from that hyena. That would be the best. So if I sneak around and around and around, keep sneaking, boy.
That symbol in the blood. What does it mean?
I wish I knew. But yeah, what we really want is this spot. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I may have to run this the dangerous way because if I can be convincing,
I can be subtle sometimes.
I'm not sure if I can be. I'm not sure if I can be convincing enough, but I would like to try. So, will you hide well around the corner here? This may be a really bad plan.
Don't waste a step.
Oh, no, no, that's not getting a chance to talk because I forgot to cast Speak with Animals. Oh, that's
in the nose. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Nope, 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 nope. We're gonna try this again with slightly more intelligence. Because there's no point of me and Shadowheart running in like that unless I can actually talk to them. Come on.
At the ready.
Okay, nope, they're still not talking. Makes me wish I'd invested in some more AoEs. Okay. Unfortunately, this thing is still where I want to be. So,
just like old times.
Too heavy to shove. What I really want is for this thing to jump down.
What's the plan?
Let's see here. Which is... It goes after I do. Oh boy. Well, this is definitely a problem.
On the prowl. Not a peep.
Let's see here. What do I have? Blade Ward. Arms of Hadar. Hex. Forget the packed stuff. Bone Chill. Eldritch Blast. Armor of Agathis. False Life. Mirror Image. And Burning Hands. Eldritch Blast does 5 to 14. There is the possibility. Gamble. Ugh.
Ready.
All right. Okay, good. Good.
Got to move.
Hi. Hello. How are ya? Oh, that's something I can deal with, I think. Oh man, my kingdom for AoEs that aren't fairy fire. Oh, take chances. I think you're low intelligence. And apparently I'm right.
No holding back.
All right, Will. I don't really want you casting Hex on that hyena. But you might as well get real close to it, I think. Could I knock you prone? No, that'll just shove you away. That's not as useful. Good luck, Will.
The shock of psychic pain, the pack leader's mind clamps onto yours.
Oh.
You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Feast. No. The voice has forbidden this meat. Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Search her mind for the source of the voice. Illithid wisdom, use the power within you to make her obey the voice, to brave the flames and feast on the meat in the cave. Bard's performance, conjure the mulings of easy prey into her mind, centering it within the nearby cave. Withdraw from her mind and prepare to strike. I kinda want to try to get her to obey. It's better if I use performance. We're gonna try performance. Conjure the mulings of easy prey into her mind, centering it in the nearby cave. This didn't work so good last time, but I didn't have Shadowheart last time, so here's hoping. Here's hoping. Come on! Oh, thank you, dice. Thank you. Thank you.
Deep in the chaos of her mind, something responds to your command. A tadpole. It is the source of the voice. She will obey it. She will obey you. For a moment, your throat seems to fill with warm blood spilling into you from a living vessel. Anticipation of the feast.
Never wanted the easy path.
Well, those boys are definitely dead. But I am not. Oh no, so sorry. Knowles ate your men. I'm gonna go around this the other way, I think. Asterion? Will? Join us?
Let's have a look.
Huh. Speedy reply. When the wielder hits an enemy with this weapon, they gain momentum for 2 turns. A heavy haft and wide blade belie the speed of this weapon. It parts the air as swiftly as any dueling saber. I am not proficient with this. I feel like somebody is somewhere in the party, so let's just send that back to camp. Actually, let's also send the food back to camp and this hand crossbow. And I'll take the alchemist's fire. Chasm? Not anything I can do about that, so chasm. Oh, wait, is Asterion still sneaking? No, he's not. Okay, it's fine.
Bet that will fit in my pack. What's in here?
Viscera? Viscera? Let's see. The other entrance was... Where was that? Oh, right there. I also don't trust any of this now that I think about it, so Let's make sure that I save, just in case by the time I get there the gnolls have gotten all worked up again. Okay, I already looted that. I'll take that whalebone spiced, thank you. Fire wine. I can move the one fire wine, but not the other. That's the fun part. But yeah, let's shift this over here. You know, I'm not the one who should be doing this.
Careful, I bite.
I know. But also, your bow does more damage than my crossbow.
No time to rest. What path lies before me?
It's another fire wine barrel.
Trap. Be cautious.
Oh, fun.
Trust no one.
You can do it! I believe in you.
Have you wondered what people will say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones.
I've got a long...
They always disappoint, though.
Okay, so now that we probably won't have a boulder dropped on us.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Oh, wait. I spoke too soon. I spotted the boulder. Why are there 2 tripwires? Oh my.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Okay, more fire wine. Oh, and a wooden, which is empty. Broken alcohol on the ground. What a waste. Fire wine. Torch. Wooden barrel. Empty. Noel's still showing as safe.
She is still ravenous, her mind a hungry pit. The flesh of the survivors wasn't enough to satisfy her.
Exert your mental power, commanding her to leave with wisdom. Wisdom, she wants more meat. Dominate her mind, ordering her to feast on the other gnolls. Sever the mental connection and prepare to fight. Oh, this is a tricky one. Command her to leave. Or dominate her to order her to feast on the other gnolls. I have a feeling that one of these is more difficult than the other, but I'm not sure which one, given the, the nature of gnolls. Let's try to dominate her. 15! Oh boy. Oh, that's not going to be enough. This is important enough that I'm going to try to use inspiration to roll it again. Oh, that's better. There we go. Oh, thank goodness.
Sensing your presence, the Knoll's tadpole writhes in ecstasy, echoing your command. Its host will feast on Knoll flesh to control the hunger, to keep her teeth from your throat.
Oh, dang. I am glad she's on our side. Yeah, let's try it. Aw, they saved. Well, it's both good and bad that Will is the one who hasn't made the jump yet.
Keep guessing.
Okay, so I don't have advantage against her targets. That's what I'm seeing here. That's a pity. Hmm. So... darkness, no. Let's try a fire arrow. Like this. What exploded? What went kaboom? Not that I'm complaining, but I'm very confused. Okay, if I move over here, can I hide?
Subtle.
Nope. Well, I'm just gonna hang out here then, I guess.
No holding back.
Alright, Will, from where you are... That's path is interrupted. This is path is not interrupted. Still got the low ground problem, but... You know, I think that knoll is going to be her problem. If you jump... Oh, the Nullfang of Yingu is just in range. Wait a minute. Eldritch Blast. That's a straight up attack roll. I can't hex. That is a pity. Okay, well, Eldritch Blast into your back. Here goes.
Watch and learn.
Missed. And no movement left. Standing in acid, great.
This is good.
Ow. Missed. Yeah, let's do that. Cool.
Still on my feet.
Move out of the acid. Cool. Well, level 1 healing on myself. Yay!
Got to focus.
And as far this way as you can go, girl. Yes, okay.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
This is gonna continue to be my problem, but I think Shadowheart's close enough now. Oh yeah.
She is still ravenous, her mind a hungry pit. The flesh of her pack wasn't enough to satisfy her.
Dominate her mind, commanding her to feast on herself. Exert your mental power, commanding her to leave. Sever the mental connection and prepare to fight. How cruel am I prepared to be here? Like, dominating her mind to command her to feast on herself is probably the nastiest thing that I could do under these circumstances. Trying to get her to leave... You know what? Take her. Darn it. Oh no. Okay, so I need to put a disadvantage on an ability. I may have made a terrible, terrible choice. Hex. Man. Not charisma. Dex. Let's hex her Dex. You know what? I'm gonna wait until next turn to run up there. Shadowheart.
Concentrate.
Oh, concentration is very important right now.
Can't afford casualties now.
Take you.
I'm up. What else can she do? What else can she do? Shield of Faith. It's fine that I don't have guidance anymore. It's fine, really.
Blood comes easy these days.
Not much I can do, is there? I do wish that I could disengage, but I can't, so...
Go for the throat.
Okay, Asterion, can you sneak attack with... Okay, if I'm very careful, I can do this without hitting Shadowheart or me. Damn it! That was a very bad choice.
Just like old times.
I won't give in.
On the victor's path.
I made bad choices. I made very bad choices. Darn it, she saved. Come on. That was so much, and yet still not enough.
Can't even catch my breath.
Okay, no, not dash, not dash. Disengage the heck out of here.
With haste.
Battle favors the fearless. Making my move.
Okay. Oh, choices are hard, man. Choices are hard. I need to hit her very, very hard. Whatever will hit her the hardest. But I'm going to try for a concussive smash, just on the off chance that it will daze her. Critical miss! Oh boy. Also, why aren't you concentrating on Hex anymore? I would like to know the answer to that one.
Need to act fast.
Oh man.
Take you.
Man, I wish I could hit her, but I can't.
Let's spill some blood.
Hide.
Time for a new brooch.
Never a dull moment.
Man, I wish I could hide.
On the victor's path.
No, cutting words is not gonna save me. I'm gonna die again. Oh, no, wait. Curse you. Well, she's still next to Shadowheart, so...
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
Okay, a skull, a bone. Hold on a moment. Send those. Shattered flail. Yunogu's gift. Hitting an enemy with this weapon heals the wielder for 1 to 6 hit points, but they can go mad if they don't continue hitting an enemy each turn.
Ah, Will, no question. He's strong, fast, and righteous. I'm salivating already.
Interesting.
You sound disappointed. I'll bite you if you ask.
I'm sure you would. Don't sound so eager.
I have many concerns. Also, where did that illithid go? Where I know that I took it. Where is it? Mother's Loathing, Antidote, Broken Promises, Butterflies, Elixir, Dark Vision, Fire Resistance, Hill Giant Strength, Lightning, Poison, Vigilance, Faltering Will, Heart of Stone, Insanity's Kiss, Lost Time, Lover's Avarice, Missing Pets, Oil of Accuracy. Where'd it go? 3 in there. Eggs in here. Which reminds me, I should go check in on that owlbear baby. Alchemy pouch? Where? I picked up one Mind Flayer parasite specimen. Oh! Oh, it went straight into my head. Oh. Okay then. For the moment, let's save. Because that went badly, but we are alive. And admittedly, it would have gone a lot worse if it had been all of them and the leader, instead of taking it all in stages.
Another step forward.
Oh, nice. Okay. Gold, leather armor, short sword, crossbow. Send those all back home again. Take the alchemist's fire. I still am not sure exactly what exploded. There is a lot going on here.
What's inside?
Leather armor, bow, send to camp, take the alchemist's fire.
What am I to do?
Shadowheart, I know you're not feeling so great, but you're alive.
Regards you lifelessly.
All right. What happened here?
Ambushed. Nose. Saved cargo.
All right. Where were you heading?
Tavern. The interim hideout.
What's in the cargo?
Wizard shipments. Secrets. Dangerous.
I already know how to find the hideout, so who are you?
Rogan. The interim agent.
Well, apparently I can ask anyway. How do I find the hideout?
Beneath tavern.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okay. Hi, Ollie.
corpse regards you lifelessly.
What happened to you?
Ambush. Knolls.
Oh, actually, I should read the questions aloud. Who are you? Where were you heading? Did anyone else survive the Knolls? What were you transporting? Did anyone else survive?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
All right. What were you transporting?
Chest. Locked. Dangerous.
Where were you heading?
Hideout. Beneath Joaquin's Rest.
Okay. Who are you?
Holly. Xantrum agent.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Fun, fun.
Looking ahead.
Okay, let's just... like that, and... okay, embrace your potential. We absorbed the parasite's memories, it nourished our minds, and grew our powers. Yeah, find... Pale Elf. Okay. Asterion is a vampire! We woke up last night and saw him bent over one of us, drinking their blood. We let him drink his fill to regain his strength. And find the missing shipment. We found Zari's missing agents trapped in a cave surrounded by gnolls. If we want to save them, we'll have to take out the gnolls first. Using our parasite, we forced the gnoll leader to attack the men in the cave. It's sure to be a bloodbath. Take the shipment. Zaris's agents lie dead. We need to bring their shipment back to Zaris. I agree. I don't think I want to deal with this. Question is, can I just pick it up?
Zaris was looking for this chest. If we want to bring it back to her, we should keep it intact.
Yes, but who knows what's inside? It could be worth more than any purse she'll offer.
Well, right-clicking on it was the right thing to do. Come to think of it, I wonder if I can do that with the fire wine barrels.
Killed a few giant bats in my day, Astarion, but never hunted a vampire.
Just to remind you, I'm merely a spawn. It won't count. But if you want a true vampire, I'm happy to recommend one.
Would that be the one who made you a spawn, by any chance?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
No! Oh no, it crashed. Okay, well, I think that this is probably a good place to call it a night, then. I can't actually go to my end stream page. I hope I'm still streaming. I believe I am. But yes, because the game has just crashed, I'm going to call it a night here. I'm going to go from the last save and repeat exactly what I did. And we'll pick up right here next week. And I will be back streaming again tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be playing 2 Point Campus for Management Monday, where I'll be continuing to work on my extremely difficult school. And yes, so this is where I'm going to call it, and I'm doing all this talking now just in case the whole thing goes down when I click the OK on this. Did it go down? I can't tell. It did not go down. Okay. This is where I'm going to end the stream because, boy, okay. So anyone who wants to catch my previous Baldur's Gate streams can do that on my YouTube channel, which I've just linked to in the chat. And I've just told you when I'm going to be streaming next, so I'll just run up the schedule on here. And I will call it a night here, and this is where I will pick up again next week in Baldur's Gate on Sunday night. So I had a lot of fun tonight, and I hope that all of you had as much fun as I did, if not more. And I hope that you all have a great night. Good night!